We've gone through so much, like since, let's say, the start of fall. Like Amaya living with her dad, she's back and forth between the house, and like, how do we manage all these changes?
Hey guys, it's Tina here, and welcome back. It's Gravy's and welcome back to another couch day.
Merry Christmas! What's up, perfectly blended family, and welcome back to another video. I'm Chantel.
I'm Greg.
And guys, in this video, guys, we're going to be doing a couple's Christmas workout. We've been eating a lot of treats, and we're gonna be like just discussing what's going on in our life. So you guys get the real deal on how we discuss what's going on in our everyday life while working out in one of our favorite spots of the house. But before we get into it, guys, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so when we drop a new video, you're alerted. All right, guys, let's just get into it.
So yeah, it's Christmas season.
It's Christmas.
Early December, and we have all the hecticness of everything that involves that time of year. So
that's right. And we've gone through so much, like since, let's say, the start of fall. Like Amaya living with her dad, she's back and forth between the house, and like, how do we manage all these changes, especially being on YouTube and, you know, planning and making sure that we get content out for you guys, and family life and working out, and how do we balance it all? Guys, we're just gonna do what we do. Me and Greg work out. We try to work out 5 to 6 days a week. A lot of our ideas happen here. Like, we're talking about things that are going on in life, the ups and downs, growth on YouTube, planning our content, and just ideas. They all birth from in here. Would you say that too?
yeah, it's sort of when we're in our zone.
Yes.
So we don't always work out together, just depending on how things go in our day, because we work together to get our videos out.
Yes.
I'll be working on something, gets passed to you, and vice versa. So I'll work out while you're working on that, and then we'll switch. But
that's right.
That's how our days go, right?
Exactly. And we want to thank everybody who's been commenting on our videos. We try to get to every comment, but as we grow, it's a lot harder to comment on every comment we receive. But just so you guys know, we read everything, we see it, and we appreciate all of you. So thank you so much, especially during, you know, Amaya's transition to her dad's house. You guys are really supportive, and thank you so much. So what workout are we doing today, babe?
Today's just an easy arm day.
All right, so we're gonna be training our arms, toning up our arms. It won't be an instructional video, guys, but it'll be easy enough. If you guys ever wanna follow along or do what we do, you can do that. All right, so we're gonna get right into it. Let's go. All right, guys, so Amaya left in September. I'm gonna say the end of September. And it has been like a really different transition for us, but we seem to be adjusting okay. Now, we've read the comments that most people can understand why she wants to be with her dad. We understand why too. We get that Amaya is like the only child at Ryan's house, so it almost makes sense that she would want all the attention for herself, especially when she's with her dad. And she's a daddy's girl. But what you guys don't really see on camera is, because we pick up Amaya every day from school, we see her every day, and she comes here on the weekend. So it's easy for us to co-parent because Ryan lives so close to us.
We were trying to say before, and I don't think people got it, was the only real difference is she's sleeping there.
Right. That is the only real difference, is she's sleeping at her dad's house.
Because the type of homework she had with the French, Dad's good at math, he'd be helping her anyway. They'd be like on Zoom calls while we're dealing with the other two.
Yeah.
And her dad was helping over the phone, like FaceTime.
Yeah, and Ryan is an amazing support system. And we've had comments saying, hey, like, what if something happens between you and Ryan? Like, how can you let another man in your house? And we get all types of comments, and we appreciate them all. But to be real with you guys, Those things can't happen. You have to remember, I got pregnant with Amaya at 19. I'm 30 now, so it's been over, 11 years since me and Ryan broke up, right? We broke up when Amaya was 6 months old. And things have changed, but it's kind of nice because we get along. There's no feelings there. The only feelings that are there is co-parenting Amaya in a positive environment. That's kind of our style, would you say, babe? Like,
I'd say that's what the relationship is. It's
right.
Parenting Amaya, and like every conversation is related to that.
That's right. Nothing else. It's always about Amaya.
He's only ever here when it's related to Amaya. That's all it comes down to, is just keeping the family kind of close. So.
Yeah, and that's all it is. And when Ryan's ready to move on to that stage of life and he gets married, I hope, our hope is we can all get along together, especially with Ryan's future wife, because she's welcomed here. There's just like no bad blood. And I think that's what's so unique about our family, because I have friends that will be like, I can't do what you do. Like, how do you guys like hang out? I'm like, he's not a bad person. He takes care of his child. He supports her to the max. We co-parent. We talk about things. We all talk about it. So if there's anything going on in Amaya's life, such as her transition to her dad's house, we all talk about it. It's not just between Ryan and me. Greg has a say. My mom has a say. Amaya's grandmother, Ryan's mom, has a say. And we all kind of like work it out. Alright guys, so we've had people ask us, like, do you know how long Amaya is going to be staying with her dad? Is she going to be there definitely? And our answer always is, like, we really don't know. We take it one day at a time. And as Amaya grows and matures, her mind's going to change, right? And also in life, you know, as days goes on, years go by, who knows what Ryan's situation will be with his relationship. Like, I can't talk about that. Ryan kind of has to speak to that for himself, if he'd like, but we all know everything is about growth. And I know Ryan is growing, Amaya is growing, and who knows, no day is the same. Every day is different. Whew. Getting kind of hot. Whew. Anyway, it'd be nice to get Amaya's perspective on how things are going for her. How is it at Daddy's house versus our house? So we'll definitely do a vlog for you guys regarding that. That's kind of how it's going right now. It works because anytime we're filming or we're doing an activity, Amaya's here. And it's nothing to just take her back to her dad's house after we're finished, or having her sleep here because she likes to play with her siblings and things like that. So it really works for us, you know?
So why do you think she likes being over there most?
To be honest with you, guys, I'm just gonna do some abs.
Because sometimes she's here and it just makes sense we're doing something tonight and we have stuff to do tomorrow. She's like, can I go back and stay at my dad's tonight? Like, well, it doesn't make sense because
right.
It's like 10 o'clock at night, you're gonna go into your dad's.
Right.
And then you're gonna be coming back for like 9 a.m. You're just literally going there to sleep. Why do you feel it necessary to sleep at your dad's? And she doesn't give a reason.
No, but she's 10, right? She has all the attention.
But she's
so that's where she really wants to be. And her cousin's there.
That's just like, what's the reason? What's the reason? Your cousin's sleeping, that can't be the reason. Like, why is it that you need to sleep there so bad? And that was one of I'm like, she shrugs when it comes to that because there's no reason.
Right.
And that was one of my concerns. I'm like, what is it? And I wish there was a way that she could share, or even it was just between you and her, like, what is it? And it doesn't seem like anybody knows the answer. And I don't know if she knows the answer.
No, but my take on it is that she's the only kid at her dad's house and she has her baby cousin there. And she's at the age where she kind of just wants to be her cousin's parent almost, because she has that little mommy role. She helps babysit. She helps feed the baby. She likes that. And as a kid, as a girl child, I can understand that, because I was very much like that too when I was little. When I had baby cousins, I want to be around the baby. And she gets to live with the baby, right? Her siblings are a lot older, they get in her way. And Amaya's getting to that age where she wants her own space. Keep in mind, even though, you know, Amaya wants her own space, I want her to understand that she's to get along with her siblings as well and try to work it out. Because we're always going to have differences with any relationship, and I don't want Amaya to feel that she has an out. She can just run wherever she wants, especially because she has the opportunity to stay with her dad because he lives so close by. Like I said, I think as time goes on, things will change with Amaya, like her opinion of things and her understanding of things, because I don't think she's fully there yet. It's just more about Amaya's wants, and she doesn't understand how to look at other people's perspectives right now with regards to what's going on in life, like where she should be and how she should treat others and things like that. She's still a little bit young, but not young enough to not understand. She totally understands. You know what I mean? No. Okay.
Yeah, I find that at her dad's, it's just being that there's no other siblings. It's kind of like she gets left to do her own thing, and people will let her do that.
Yeah, where here it's different. There's three of them.
Yeah, everybody's together all the time. She doesn't
Yeah.
have her own space.
Yeah.
There, she just be minding her own business, and everything's.
Yeah.
Where's Maya? Oh, she's just over there. She's doing her thing. Let her be.
Yeah, and that's kind of what Amaya likes. She wants her space, and I can get that. We all want our own space, but she's going to have to understand how to share space, because in life you're going to have to share in one aspect of your life or another, right? So it's getting her to understand that, and I think she'll get there in time. It's just a maturity thing, really, in my opinion.
Like you were saying, the want thing. She's the queen.
Amaya loves spending time with her dad because she's the queen of everything at her dad's house.
She refers to herself as the queen.
Yeah.
So I feel like over there it's a lot
Yeah.
easier for her to ask for something and
That's
get it.
right.
And then so when she says, "Oh, can I just go sleep there?" It's still a bit of an inconvenience to go out of the way just to bring you somewhere else to sleep, to turn around and have someone come and bring you back.
Right.
Because she'll get upset. Like, why can't you just do it? I don't understand.
Right. That's a little update for you guys about Amaya. But one thing I really want to talk about is our growth here on YouTube. Now, where we started from where we are today, we've learned so much. You guys won't even understand what goes on behind the scenes, okay?
That we could make like a whole vlog series in itself based on.
Yeah, YouTube. And trying to be successful on YouTube. What's really awesome about doing YouTube, guys, is we are able to create our own schedule. But what comes with that is we're always having to film, content plan, and just learn and grow with YouTube. Now, I'll tell you guys that I still do nursing, but a lot of things are changing here in Canada with regards to healthcare workers and the pandemic. So I won't say too much about that right now. I'm still practicing nursing. I'm a casual nurse, so I'll go in on the weekends, which is kind of nice. And then we're doing YouTube full time. And we're really blessed to have, 30,300 subscribers. So thank you guys again for
Gotta throw the 300 in there.
tuning into our channel. Yes, because all you guys do count, and you guys all have an impact on our lives. But how do you feel about YouTube? You know, if people ask you, because some people in our community don't understand it and appreciate it like we do, because it's so different once you're in it and you're doing it.
And then you have a whole new appreciation for what you see other people doing.
Yes, and
because you know what it would take to make that happen.
Yes, and that's the biggest influence for me, how I view other people now. Because before I'm just like, what is this YouTube thing? Like, people just becoming famous over nothing, but you realize it's a full production.
The behind the scenes part is
so important.
So you might have 20 to 40 minute videos, I guess is our average.
Yes.
We'll say.
Yeah.
But the amount of content that was filmed, the amount of time that goes into editing,
Yes.
and putting everything together, like the actual production,
Right.
would count as a job in itself. The amount of time you're at the computer and putting everything together to make it happen.
Yeah, it's like more than a full-time job.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with a job where you go, you work your 9 to 5, and then you leave your job, you don't have to worry about your job until you return tomorrow the next morning. With YouTube, 24/7. Your ideas are always running, you're always editing, you're always filming, you're always planning, and it does become I would say 2 full-time jobs. Because you have to remember, in the YouTube world, you are your filmer, you are your producer, you are your coordinator, you are your editor, you are your manager, you are your your
Photographer.
everything. Yes, and it's so funny because we're learning so much about how to grow with YouTube and put out content that you guys enjoy watching, as well as positivity, because we're really big on positive thinking, success, and growth, and how to put that into videos we film for you guys.
Besides this channel, There's Date Night Conversations.
Right.
There's PBK.
Which is Perfectly Blended Kids. If you guys have any kids, we do have a kids channel that they might enjoy watching. The kids do skits. They do a lot of fun kids things. We'll post the channel link here.
We started spreading across social media more, so
Yes.
Facebook, TikTok.
Yeah.
The whole thing started with All Brick Physique. That's where I first learned to do some video editing, very basic, and so that started it. And you can actually see that in Meet the Family, Meet My Family.
Me, my interracial family. We'll post
Yeah.
the video link here. When I'm not busy bugging Greg to take selfies with me,
This is like just for real.
or walking in on him filming his exercise videos, he's busy creating a how-to video series to assist people with exercises.
Me filming those little workout videos, I started with that, learned how to edit, learned how to use some of the editing software, and then that got put on hold as we started putting 100% into this.
Right. And you find that a lot of YouTubers may have multiple channels and it does become time consuming, but it's, again, social media marketing. You know, we have so much things to offer. We're able to channel our creativity and share with you guys.
CGTV. Okay, one of the things we were learning as we were going was different content can have an impact on the channel. So if you have two things that are extremely different, it splits the demographic and that negatively impacts the algorithm.
Yeah.
So we had to remove, and this is where Date Night Conversations spun off into its own channel. Because that content is, it's like deeper thinking, deeper conversations, and we understand it's not for everybody.
Right.
But we love doing it, so it's up there. There's over 70 videos up now. If you like those kind of conversations and just thinking on a different level, then that might be for you.
What makes relationships last?
Our relationship has had its ups and downs, but what we've found is good communication holds everything together.
We decided to dedicate time every week to not only strengthen our relationship, but stimulate personal growth.
Strong relationships are built on strong communication.
Welcome to Date Night Conversations.
CGTV, which was our lift carries. And there's a whole group of people that were really into the lift carries because Amaya is a really strong girl. So we're just sort of putting some videos out to emphasize how strong she is. She loved doing that, but that brought in a demographic that doesn't generally enjoy the rest of the content we have on the channel.
Right.
That kind of threw off the algorithm. So we
It
had to
split the demographic.
Yeah, so we had to remove that content and put it on its own channel, so it's just doing its thing over there. And since Amaya's out of gymnastics,
Her strength has
man, in just months, she's grown. She's gone through a growth spurt.
Yes.
And so because she hasn't been doing that strength training or the athletic training that she was doing previously,
Yes.
she hasn't been able to keep up with.
Right. If you're not using
Yeah.
it, you're going to lose it.
So yeah, there's things that she used to be able to do easily that she can't anymore.
Right. I'm finding, as you're growing as a YouTuber, you learn so much and you just have to grow with the changes. Like there's ups and downs with everything you do in life. And with being a YouTuber, you learn about social media marketing. So the fact, Greg just kind of addressed this about getting out there, like working on Facebook, we're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, and it's just two of us. It's just me and Greg behind the scenes doing the editing and trying to spread ourselves across all these social media platforms so we can grow our business, right? So
We're doing it ourselves. There's no
Yes.
editor, there's nobody else involved.
not right now. Hopefully in the future we'll have an editor. We would like to travel. We want to show you guys that, the best job you can have is just living life for a living. And that's ultimately what we do and what we want to continue to do as we grow in life. Like we want to visit places like Texas, we want to go to Florida. We just want to travel, but because of the restrictions right now, we are limited to what we can do until things kind of get back to some sort of normalcy here in Canada with being able to cross the border and come back in. And also what comes with that is time. So it's like some days I have to think to myself, I'm like, how are we managing all of this with 3 kids? 3 kids, we still have to cook, we still have to clean, we still have to do homework.
I still work also.
Greg still has to go to work.
I work out of the home gym, work out of the commercial gym.
Right. Like we're so busy. And it's funny because when I used to think like, I just want to run my own business. Like I just want to do something that I run myself that I thought would be easy because I run it. Was I wrong? Like, we chose this life, and don't get me wrong, we're absolutely loving it. But it comes with a lot of consistency, a lot of dedication. And because you guys understand that YouTube works with like an algorithm, so it goes up and it goes down. And we appreciate the comments when they're like, you guys should be so much further ahead. Or why aren't you guys like at this many subscribers? And we totally appreciate those comments. And we know we'll get there with consistency and the right timing. But right now, we're just enjoying the journey. We're enjoying interacting with you guys. We're enjoying looking at our growth from like our first videos. We've done so many videos, guys. Some of them haven't even made it to the platform because we've grown so much. We're like, man, this is when we started. We can't even post these things. We've gone so far past that.
We've held on to the videos that stuff comes up and then those videos take over and we just keep going and going.
Right.
Like, oh, let's look back and see some of the stuff that we have that we haven't edited, and as we try to edit it, we realize, you know what, it's not worthy of where we are now. Maybe it'll fit in as showing part of our progress.
At some point in time.
And we can use some of that footage. But.
Yeah, and like the errors we made and things that you guys probably don't even see, like we forgot to put together like intros in some videos and outros and forgot, like we made so many mistakes that we only have learned from. And it's like when you're on YouTube and you're looking at other channels and you're like, well, how do they have 1 million? Like, we always have to remember you have to start somewhere.
When you love what you do for a living, you'll never work a day in your life. And it's amazing that what we're doing actually brings in an income.
Yeah.
And we're just watching that grow from it's like 1.5 years now.
Yeah. So I think we rebranded April 2020. So we're coming up to almost 2 years. That's crazy. And I wonder where we'll be 2 years from now. Like, we don't plan on stopping anytime soon. Our ideas just keep coming and coming, and the kids bring ideas to the table, and we value your guys' ideas. You guys like, oh, try this, try that. And we have so much things that we've done that we have to edit and put out, and then we go to the next idea. So we will get to a lot of the ideas you guys suggested. It never goes unheard, guys.
Amaya's good at, she's like, hey, we should do this. Hey guys, we should do that. Because she's more on YouTube and sort of keeping with trends at her age.
Yes. So they like those challenges, the spicy challenges, and you know, it's fun. As long as we're playing it safe, the kids have so much fun. They love doing it. And what I think is really awesome about being on YouTube is you guys are helping us raise our kids. Like, try this. Like when Amaya got those mosquito bites. Look at Amaya.
I haven't even checked if I got it.
Under. And then here. Hold on, you're moving too fast. Just stay chill. See, guys?
What's the purple?
1, 2,
It's
3,
pink.
4.
Blue ink.
What else?
And then on this side.
5. Amaya.
So uncomfortable, and I'm never going again. So don't ask me and don't bother.
Takes a community.
It does take a community. And we value you guys' suggestions, opinions, recommendations. Like, we're a family. Like, that's amazing. It's just such a great opportunity to connect, to learn some of our viewers. I know we are expanding, but we take our comments and trying to respond so seriously, because one day we might just run into you guys and it'll be like I said in previous videos. Now, like, oh my gosh, we're meeting for the first time. It's like, oh my goodness, we're catching up and now being able to see you guys face to face. And one day that will happen and it's going to be so awesome. So I really appreciate that. So another unique thing now, guys, that we're trying is Vlogmas. So last year we didn't really make Vlogmas. We weren't really up to date. We were learning YouTube. So our goal is try to create content possibly every day if we can, which comes with a lot of work. But it's fun. The kids are enjoying it. They come like, when are we doing the next activity? When are we? And they get so excited. So we did the Christmas shopping.
I found stockings.
Those are so nice.
I'm gonna choose this one.
That one?
Yeah. No. Actually, I need a plane.
Dani, you don't need to cry.
I don't want to go.
You don't want to go where? No, we have to go now. We're going to Walmart, okay?
No. I love this toy.
Dani, come on. Which was crazy hectic because we don't normally take all 3 kids out if we don't have to.
We don't pick up stuff ourselves, but it's nice to have their input. So It's just
That's
the
why-
balance of, we want their input, we want them to participate, but then you gotta go, all the chaos that comes along with taking 3 kids to busy stores during the
Yeah, and
holidays.
it's just
so.
reality. And your parents had 3, so you guys. Mine only had 2, but
We rarely went, but I can remember
same.
going to the mall during the holidays when I was a kid and absolutely just loving that experience, that it was busy, that it was festive. And I actually commented in another video that as an adult, it just doesn't feel the same in the malls. But like the one mall, every mall used to have a Santa Claus, and this year, like the biggest one in our area didn't. I thought that was odd.
Yeah. Now because of COVID protocols, right?
Yeah.
They're putting one Santa in like a
A
catchment
general area.
It's really so different for us because growing up, didn't matter what mall we went to, there would always be a Santa.
Yeah.
So the fact that we took the kids out hoping to see Santa at the first mall that we went to on the weekend and didn't see Santa, the kids didn't know it was supposed to be a surprise. And we didn't want to tell them, well, we're going to see Santa. And then they didn't see Santa and they'd get upset. So we tried to play it so discreet that we're just going to the mall to get out, get some fresh air, do things as a family. And then it ended well because we ended up taking them to another mall which had Santa there. And they're so happy because
Danny got to see
Danny got to see Santa and we went to Santa. So that was pretty awesome. But besides vlogging for you guys and vlogging for memories and keepsakes for us, so being able to like balance what we do for a living as well as take care of our kids and content planning, and because I know there's people in my life that doesn't appreciate what I do as much as I do, and that's totally okay because they don't understand this digital world. It's fairly new to people, and you know, social media isn't going anywhere. It's only going to continue to evolve and grow, and it's something that we all can just adapt to.
I think as involved as we are right now, I'm learning that it's so much deeper than even what we're into.
Right. Like, did you understand this was YouTube 2 years ago or 3 years? Like, what did you think about YouTube? I've never really asked you that.
I can't remember.
So if someone came to you and said, I'm an influencer, like, how did you appreciate that? Or
Not at all. Because there's this media perspective that when someone refers to themselves as an influencer, it's like get a real job. That's not a...
Oh my gosh.
So,
YouTube is a real job, guys. Like, there's so much that goes into it, and it's so hard to explain to people unless they're doing it because, I mean, it's a beast in itself.
I don't like the term influencer. When somebody has such a large following, you can't help but become that because as soon as you state an opinion, all these people are impacted by your opinion. And if they look up to you, they'll adapt that opinion, and in that sense, you become an influencer. I think a lot of people don't realize the positive impact they could have versus what they're actually doing.
Yeah. From our perspective, what we're doing on YouTube is living our life, having experiences, and sharing those experiences with you guys. So people are able to, you know, watch the videos, be entertained by what's going on, but at the same time, in some cases, they're learning things when we're cooking.
All right, guys, so the meatballs are going in the oven. All right.
Let's turn the oven light on, and hey Google, start timer for 20 minutes. They're like, oh, I'm gonna try that, and they cook those things themselves and share with us how it was. When we're doing activities with the kids, it's the same things. We're gonna do, like, oh, that's an awesome idea. I can do that with my grandkids, or I can do that with my kids.
Yeah, so pretty much that we're having an influence that people are taking the idea and spending time with their family. Like, what's better than spending time with family when family comes first? You know what I mean? It's kind of nice that we have that impact on people to spread positivity, which is awesome that we're able to do that and connect with our viewers that way. I think is an amazing job to have.
Yeah.
You know?
I think at the same time, we're getting so much back from our viewers. The ideas, the little things like you had lost hearing in your ear.
Everything is so muffled and I could almost hear myself on one side.
Oh man.
So it's really uncomfortable for me.
And got a whole bunch of feedback on try this. I had
right.
that. This is what worked for me. I had an ear infection myself. That was like 5 weeks ago. Guys, I'm still not recovered from that. You can check out that video. Yeah, it's been like 5 weeks. But we get feedback from our viewers like, hey, try this. When I had it, this is what worked for me. Update, antibiotics didn't work for me. I believe it was a viral infection. You can look at that video and see the whole process. That was the worst pain I've experienced in my life. Pain is long gone, but I still only have probably like 50% hearing out of my right ear.
Yeah.
It's gradually coming back. When I started learning the breakdown that YouTube gives us, all the analytics, it shows us the demographics, where our viewers are coming from. And I was really surprised to find out how global we actually are. The people are watching us all over the world. Majority of our views actually come from the United States, and we're in Canada, if you guys didn't know. Thank you so much, United States. You guys are amazing. But next to the United States, second is the United Kingdom, third is Jamaica. How amazing is that? Small island, but one of our biggest groups of viewers comes from Jamaica.
That's amazing.
So Canada is fourth and Trinidad is fifth.
Wow, big up yourself, guys. Thank you so much.
So it's amazing to see
Awesome.
the islands in there. But
Yeah.
and then it just goes on all over the world. So
Yeah.
like Africa, South America, Europe, it's amazing. So guys, drop a comment down below. Let us know where you're watching from.
Yeah, we'd love to know. We just want to connect with all our viewers and
Yeah.
be really interactive. It's awesome.
We're gonna be traveling to these places, and I'm excited that we have so many viewers all over the world like that.
To do that with, absolutely. Anyways, guys, you know what? We're gonna finish up this workout, and it was really nice talking to you guys, giving you guys a little bit of an update about Amaya, about our YouTube, about our growth and success, and where we see ourselves in the future. If you guys have any comments or questions for us, please go ahead, drop them down below. We will try to respond to them.
If you want to know more about our fitness, our workouts, we did a video, our Fit Family Secrets, also what we eat in a day, and you can check those videos out. This is our favorite place. This is what we love to do. This is a priority. We need to work out. We love taking care of ourselves, and I look forward to it. Like, I gotta get my workout in. And if it's a day that I miss my workout, it actually like weighs on me.
Yeah, he
like,
gets moody.
Yeah. If it's like 11 o'clock at night, I'm like, can I still get a workout in? Yeah, we got to, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah, but it's just to show you guys just a little inside, behind the scenes on, you know, kind of our world, what it's like for us. So who knows what it will be like 2 years down the road, right? Like, where will we be? What will we be doing? If we're still doing YouTube, you guys can watch.
If we're still.
We will be still doing
like
it.
some
But yeah, like, you know,
sure.
it's just amazing to watch people's growth, and you guys are like in it with us. So that's kind of awesome.
I remember what I was gonna say. We were doing this anyway. Like, you document everything. And I think it's amazing that we can look back and see that growth. It's pretty awesome. Even when the videos pop up on our own feed, like, oh my gosh, remember that?
Yeah, we get stuck watching it.
I just started doing subtitles is something I'm trying, and to watch an older video and have those memories, like you walk by like, oh my gosh, look at Danny, he was so little.
I know, it's crazy.
It's awesome. So for us, it's memories, and we love it.
Anyways, guys, we are going to finish this workout together.
Let's get it.
Like we said, if you have any questions or comment, drop them down below. We'll try to get around to answering them. But until then, guys, before we leave out today, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we don't want you to miss a thing. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.